Welcome back, everyone. This is Ogre Coins. What I've got here for us today is some Canadian large cents. I believe I came across a collection dump of these beautiful Canadian large cents. I've got three different ones. I've got King George V. I've got King Edward VII. Got some beautiful ones. And then I also got some Queen Victoria cents, if I can find one here to show us. But yeah, I got quite a few. I've never ever found this many, and especially in very nice condition. So what ended up happening is I went to one of the coin shops, and then I saw this baggie. It was just labeled Canadians, and then in a bucket full of other world coins. And I did not even look at all these at what dates they were or nothing. I just grabbed it and I said, this is mine. So grabbed it, and out of it I noticed that there were quite a few large cents, and then also some of these small cents, which are from the years 1920 to 1936, and the King George V. So yeah, we've got some pretty awesome ones. So let me show you what I've done here for my collection. I created a binder since I don't have a lighthouse album to house the coins, and then or any other coin album. So what I did is I created one, and this is just strictly for large cents. I've got Queen Victoria from 1858 to 59, which is one design, which is they call the provincial design, and then Queen Victoria from 1876 to 1901, which is a little bit more of a real portrait of her, and then I've got Edward VII, and then also King George V, which was from 1911 to 1920. So what I have here in front of me is my list, and like I've shown you guys before, this is my typical list, just of the dates, right? Yellow means I've got it. Unhighlighted, the ones that are not highlighted, I do not have. So what I've expanded on it, and I've expanded on it just for the large cents, and there are some varieties to some dates. So as a collector, you choose what you want to collect and not collect. And if I go down a rabbit hole of the 1858s, it could be pretty crazy. I think there's like maybe 13 different varieties if I choose to go that way. But for me, since it's only 421,000 minted, I am going to stick with just the date. And then for 1859, there's also some other ones too, but I'm going to stick with just the regular date, and then maybe just an over date. And I believe that even for the over dates, there are some other ones, more different stages of the punching. And then so as you can see, on 1881, 2 million minted. And then there's a couple of varieties. One is of provincial leaves with Alvarez 1A and 1. And if you definitely want to look for that kind of different Alvarez variety, just I would suggest to maybe go to a website called one that's Saskatoon Coin Club. If you go there, you'll definitely get a lot of information on that, and that is where I based a lot of my my list from. But yeah, so there's quite a few, as you can see. There's a few missing here. The yellow I already have in my collection, which is in this binder. And then if we go to the other ones, oh, I'm sorry. So what we see here is just the Queen Victoria large cents, and then the next page over, I have it separated by King Edward the VII, and then King George V. And King George V, I already got all of them completed, but for King Edward VII, I am missing 1905 and 1907. Interestingly enough, is that the 1907H is the lowest minted coin of that series, right? And not only is it of that series, but also of King George V, but it's only second to the Queen Victoria series. The Queen Victoria series, the lowest mintage one is 1858, which came in at 421,000. So what I'm gonna do for this hunt is I've created something. I want to have a little fun, so I created my own mat. I basically just took a paper, 8.5 by 11 paper size page, and then I created this little mat, and I have just the Queen Victoria series here from 1858 to 1901, and then I created another mat which included both here, which is King Edward II and George V from 1902 to 1910, and then 1911 to 1920. So what I'll do is I'll get all the coins here and spread them out. I'll put them on the mat. I don't know if I'll put them on the mat. Okay, so hang tight. Okay, so I guess I can show or share with you my album. What I have right here right now is on the left side of this 3-ring binder. I have just the general dates and so forth, but on my actual pages, this is a page that holds 4 by 5, so that means there's 20 coins that it can hold here. And in this case, what you see here on this sheet is what I have on my list. So that way I can account for it. And as you can see on this first page, there are quite a few, and I'm also accounting for the different varieties also. So and then what I do for myself is I write down the mintage and then the different variety setup on it. So yeah, that was page 1, and then page 2 is is also a continuation of Queen Victoria, and these are from 1891 to the last year of 1901. And so we've got that one. Oh, and consequently, I have on the 1899, I got both varieties. One is the regular, and then the other one is I took a picture of this one had a repunch 9, and what I have here is I just took zoomed in on the microscope, took a picture of it, and you see that there's a repunching right there. Pretty cool. So try to have that together. I haven't put them on coin flips yet because I wanted to do this video and show it off, and then now afterwards I'll end up putting them in 2x2 flips and putting them in here. And then for the King Edward the 7th, I have the list here on the left, and then over on the right I have all the coins, and I'm missing a 1905 and a 1907. And then for King George V, I've got my list here on the left, and then all of the all of the coins for that series. So yeah, so let's get started. Okay, I've got the placemat ready. I've got King George V. I've separated them by, I didn't look at the dates, I just looked at it by the monarch. So we have a pretty good hefty stack here of 62 King George V coins. Wow. And then we've got a stack of 12 King Edward VII. That is amazing. So what I'm going to do is before that, let's see what other dates I got. I got a 1933 King George V small set. We've got a 1939 King George VI. We also got a 1932 King George V. Wow, some good dates. We have this one here, that's a 1930. Wow, this is in beautiful, what? Yeah, it has some pretty good luster, but someone actually glued it to some kind of board or something. So that one, that's unfortunate. Maybe with some acetone it can come up. Let's see, this one here, we got a 1938. Then we have 1931, King George V. We've got this one. Wow, this one's got a little bit of toning. I don't know if it was from from an album or something, but it has a pretty neat looking iridescent toning to it. And then we have another King George V, and this one is 1932. Wow, that's pretty cool. And then there was a nickel, a 5-cent piece in there. This Queen Elizabeth II, and the year on this one is a 1959, and it's not in bad shape. Very, very nice. Great, cool. So what I'm gonna do is let's see if I can just go through this pretty quick. We'll start setting them up on the different dates. So it may be a long video, I apologize, but one never comes across something like this. It is just unbelievable of how many coins I was able to find here. It was I was just so happy to come across it. This is a 1913, and this one here is 1916. Some of these actually seem to have a little bit of tone, like a wood grain effect to them. Yeah, some of them have it, and I set some aside right now of some woodies that just they just stood out right away. So I just pulled them out so that way they wouldn't be scratching, or rubbing against each other. And obviously from 1911 to 1920, those seem to be some more higher minted dates, right? And because they're higher minted dates, one's able to find them a little bit more. Now once we get to King Edward II, 7th, we end up finding some that are a little less minted, but still one can still find them. Whether they're in good shape or not, that's a different story, because what ends up happening is some people just pluck them and put them away in their collection, or just because they're old, they end up taking them and setting them aside. And obviously some years, some coins were used a lot more than others. So let's see, this is the 1912. We got this one 1917. Well, this is the King Edward. We put that one, so that's 13 for the King Edward this up. This is a 1916. We have 1917. 1917. This is a 1917. 1917. 1916. There seems to be a lot of common dates there. I wonder if we're going to be able to fill the entire board here with the dates. This is 1920. 1920 is the most common year. That's or the higher minted year. 17. This is 17. 18. This is a 13. And this is a 13. Wow, surprised I'm getting a lot of the, a lot more of the older ones instead of the 1920s. Wow. 18, and we have another 13, and we have 18, 16. I don't know, my lighting might be a little off here, but hopefully I'm getting the dates, reading the dates correctly. Wow, this is too cool. Too cool. 19 and 20. Wow, there we go. There's a 20 showing up. There's a 20. Another 20. 18. 16. 17. We have a 13. We have a 17. Is this a 15 or a 13? Oh, that's a 15. All right. So 15's on the board here. Nice. And then we have 11. Oh, there we go. So we got a full board here now. Awesome. That is that is too sweet. All right, cool. So let me pan out. So we have all dates of King George V. How cool is that? All right, let's go on to King Edward VII. And the one to find here is this 1907H. The 1907H, as I mentioned before, is the one with 800,000 pieces. That's the second lowest of the entire large cents. And I have it. It's in okay condition, but I'm hoping we have it here right now. So let's check these out. All right, so the first one is, holy moly, no way! Oh yeah! Woohoo! We got ourselves the 1907 with the little H mint mark right there. See that? That is awesome. Cool. This is this is too cool. I love it. All right, the next one is what? A 1907. This one does not have the H mint mark. And the next one here is a 1910, which is the last date of that series, of that monarch design. And then we have ourselves, those are a little bit more since these are we're getting to the tougher series. This is a 1903 King Edward VII. Wow. 1903. And then we have ourselves a 1907. Is it the H? Oh no, not the H. That's another one. But that one's this one, look at this. One's a little, lighter than the other. Cool. Well, that's right. This is not coin alignment. This is metal alignment, meaning that you turn it, flip them like this. This is metal alignment. Coin alignment is, if you flip it up. Okay, so this one is a 1902. All right, cool. We got a few dates, nice. And then we have 1905, nice. We're starting to get a lot of the dates on the board. 1909, sweet. Let me pan out a little bit. Let's zoom out. There we go. And then we have 1903. Very nice shape. This one seems to have a little bit of alloy mixture there. A little bad batch there. Okay, 1903. And this one is another 1900. Holy moly, another 1907. Ooh, yeah, look at that. 1907 with the H mint mark. Wow. This is too awesome. This was definitely, I mean, without a doubt, I think this was a collection dump. Wow. Two 1907 H's. Two. Wow, the second lowest minted coin of the large cents. That is unbelievable, unbelievable. So this is a 1908. And then we have on this one, is it a 5 or a 3? 3, all right. Put that one up there. And then we have a 1910, the last year. And then we have a 1902. All right, cool. So as you can see, woo, yeah, we've got ourselves two 1907 H's, and we practically have all the dates with the exception of the 1904 and the 1906. Okay, so in addition to that, I set aside a couple here that I saw, and this one, let's see, this is a, what year is this one? This is a 19, zoom in a little bit. This is a 1920, and this one has, I believe it has a die cut. Okay, yeah, and on this 1920 coin, there is a die crack right about here, right about the letter E, right through here. And then for this 1906, there is a die crack that starts here, and then it keeps coming down for a little bit more. And some other cool ones that I found, just plucking them away, are these that have the an alloy. They call these like woodies or wood grain. There's a improper alloy mix of for these bronze coins. As you can see, look at that little, it looks pretty sweet. And not only is it on the obverse, but it's also on the reverse. So that one there is a 1913, and then we've got another one here. This is another 1913, and this one is a little more dramatic because it's a little lighter, a bit darker. Look at that. This is so cool. And this one is a King Edward VII, 1910. And as you can see, it's got some, you can see a little bit over here, but you can see probably a little bit more on the obverse. Okay, so very cool. Yeah, so put that aside. And I guess there are some collectors out there that really go for these kind of coins, and they try to build a set of nothing but improper alloy mixed coins. So this one, looks so cool on the front. Look at the detail. This still has some luster, and this is a 1909. I mean, it's got pretty cool luster. You know, in person, this one radiates. It's just so beautiful. But look at that. Look at that little tiger or wood grain effect to it. And then the very last one is a 1909. On this reverse, it seems to be a little muted, but if you look at the obverse, look at that. Wow, it is just so awesome. Very awesome. Cool. All right, so there we go. That is all of my finds here for the King George V and King Edward VII. Now, for the Queen Victoria large cents, we have a few here, and we only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There were only 5 in this collection dump. So I guess let's just see what kind of dates we got. So on this one here, we have a 1901, the last year of that, and 1901. Put it right there. Try to get everything in the same view. And then this other one here is an 1896, which would go here. Let's just do this. 1896. And then for this other one here, it is year 1893. Right there. And this other one is the year 1900. Here, and this one here is a 1901. Pretty nice shape. I think all these coins are in very nice shape, so that's what makes me believe that it was a collection dump, and the coin shop owner just, you know, whatever, they just, you know, they don't, I guess they must not really be into this kind of stuff. So on the Queen Victoria, we've got 4 dates on the board there that we filled in, with a total of 5 coins. Wow, that is too awesome. I don't know if you guys have ever come across a collection dump like this on large cents, but if you have, I would love to know and maybe see, like to watch your video. So let's check to see what we can check off the list. Okay, so let's see. From my list, I checked all the dates, and I mean all the coins that we got here, in which dates were filled in. So now I'm kind of happy to report that we have 2 in Queen Victoria. We got an 1893 and 1896. Those 2 are good. And then over on the King Edward VII, we were able to fill in the 1905, 1907, and we are done with that series. Awesome. So now the only thing we have to do is fill out all the Queen Victoria coins. But the stars of this hunt, I mean, are these 1907 H mint mark. Very awesome. So if you guys like this video, please consider hitting the like button, subscribing to my channel, and you know, commenting. And if you've made it this far into the video, I appreciate your time and attention. Thank you, and you have a great day.